What's up everybody, this is Mo Money with Jason, the channel that talks all things money. In today's video, we're going to be talking about BTC and giving a quick overview on what is actually happening in the marketplace. Now, before we jump onto, we first have to go onto the BTC dominance chart and have a look and see what is going on there. Now, if you know who I am, you know that I like to check out the BTC dominance chart before we go into BTC, because that just gives us an indication of where the alts are going to be going. Because obviously we all like to trade alts, make some money and do all that. So first up, let's jump on and have a look at this BTC dominance chart. Okay, cool. So looking at the BTC dominance chart, we are still testing this resistance level from last week. If we drop to the daily time frame, you can see the price wick this supply zone. If we hold below here, we should expect a drop from here, which obviously is not something that we want to hear, but you know, this is crypto and anything is possible. Moving on from that, we can have a look at the MACD. The MACD line, which is blue, is about to cross the single line, which means another confirmation that we could be dropping from here. But again, this is crypto, everything's possible. If we look at the 50 EMA on the daily, the price is above this level. Generally, the 50 EMA is like a magnet and price comes back to touch this level, so this potentially could signal that we are coming back to retest this level in the near future. Again, we are looking at BTC dominance chart with BTC to get a feel of the overall market. With that being said, let's have a look at BTC. Okay, cool. So now looking at BTC, last week we said that BTC needed to come back and retest this area as a resistance level before breaking down further. As you can see on the weekly, price has done just that. It has come back up and tested the bottom of this demand zone as resistance. In saying this, we might get another test before we potentially go further down. As you can see, the wick to the left, I suspect we will need to break and hold below this level before we start to drop further. Again, once the wicks are cleared, there is nothing on the weekly time frame that indicates a support level until the 20K mark. So just keep that in mind when you are trading. If we are to get a reversal in price, we would be looking for a price to break above the previous demand zone, break the current trend line, and create a new uptrend with market structure with higher highs and higher lows. Even though price has rejected the demand zone, I believe we might get another rally before we drop further. So keep that in mind when you're trading as well. Okay, which brings us to Ethereum. As we said last week, price is testing this zone here. I wouldn't be surprised if we clear the whole zone this week. However, we are due for a retracement. Due to the fact that for the last 60 days, price has just been free falling, this would be a good area to have a healthy bounce before we potentially break down from here. So what we could expect is price to come back up before it rejects down. Obviously, as a whole, the markets have been bearish for the last 203 days. We have been sitting in a downtrend, which means that if you have started learning how to trade in the last 12 months, you would have seen both sides to the market. Euphoria with everyone excited about making substantial profits, to the flip side where there's fear with a lot of people getting burnt. It's really important to understand that cryptocurrency has cycles, which means there are going to be ups and downs, which is why it's important to learn how to trade before you go and throw your hard-earned money into the market. Learning in a downtrend and a bear market is probably one of the best times to learn, as you are not tempted by the market and you can just focus on leveling up your skills. One of the best experiences for me was learning in a bear market, as you can focus on your technique rather than all the noise in the market and getting caught out trying to jump into every single trade you can. So it's definitely a better way to be trading. If you're looking at learning how to trade, you can check out our program where we cover all the basics that will help you understand how to make your own decisions in the market. We cover how to enter and exit the market, as well as how to use proper risk management. So you can check out that link in the description below. It takes less than an hour a day over 14 days. I hope this helped. See you next time.